In the middle of August, the Tinsley Center on the campus of Bridgewater State was packed, but instead of crimson, it was blue showing as the dominant color. This was a show of pride and support for Cape Verde as the men's national basketball team wrapped up a week-long training camp in Massachusetts preparing for the FIBA Basketball World Cup. The squad spent a day in Brockton, a day at the Auerbach Center, which is the training facility for the Boston Celtics, and 3 days right here in Bridgewater. BSU President Fred Clark told me he was honored to continue a long partnership and host a team at the school.
So Bridgewater State and the nation of Cape Verde are celebrating 20 years of partnership. We do a lot of different work back and forth. There's more people of Cape Verdean descent in Massachusetts and in Rhode Island than in all of Cape Verde. So for us to do this work makes great sense. The government asked us when the team qualified for the World Cup of basketball, could we host them so that they could practice here before they go on to Japan. So it's come together very, very quickly, and we're so honored to host them.
Back in March, this team representing a nation of around 600,000 earned their first ever FIBA World Cup trip, with the players celebrating and in some cases getting emotional on the court. The team's head coach said after that win in a post-game press conference, the players played for more than themselves. Quote, each of them are from different islands, but all of them have the love for the country. Some people are suffering for a plate of food, and a lot of the players came by themselves. Nobody paid them. Some of them paid their own plane ticket to come here. Love Cape Verde, feel Cape Verde in your blood, end quote. Point guard Shane DeRosa said that there's a proud country watching on full of the team's families, and it's an honor, but emotion should be in check ahead of the country's first ever FIBA World Cup game.
So everybody on our team is professional, so they know how to balance between the two and focus on the task at hand. You're fighting for a whole country, so I mean it's always an honor, and I'm sure their family's proud of them, and they wish they could be here, but I'm sure they're proud of them for wherever they are.
There were a number of special guests on hand, including State Senator Walter Timilty, the ambassador from Cape Verde to the U.S., and the president of Cape Verde's Basketball Federation, Mario Correa, who thanked President Clark for the hospitality at BSU.
On behalf of them and the Federation, I want to thank BSU for this extraordinary gesture, bringing us to the United States with all the best conditions for us to practice, to get ready for the World Cup. We appreciate you, we appreciate everybody, the family of BSU, the Bears. Thank you for being here as well.
A couple of citations were presented to the Cape Verde basketball team, who departed for the World Cup on the 18th as their schedule takes them to Japan. Bridgewater State has been connected to numerous countries over the past few decades, including this summer taking part in the Mandela Fellowship program. President Clark said that partnerships like this improve the relationships that the university has around the world.
Oh yeah, we're not an island as a university. We're connected to the world, and this is another example and an expression of it. So for our students, for our faculty, for our alumni, to be connected to Cape Verde and all the other countries that we're a part of, and we have 70 partnerships around the world, helps us to be a better university.
It was a fun night overall, with a festive atmosphere as the national team took on former and current BSU basketball players. In the end, Cape Verde did win the scrimmage, but this wasn't about the scoreboard. Instead, it was a night to celebrate and send a team off before they played for their country.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was a great turnout, and the support from the fans are great, and it's just an honor to go out and compete for your country and fight for your country.
If you're unfamiliar with the FIBA Basketball World Cup, it's similar to what you see with soccer and FIFA. 8 groups with 4 teams, and the top 2 teams from each group move on. Cape Verde will play in Group F against the country of Georgia, who claimed their spot via tiebreaker, Venezuela, who returns 9 players from the last World Cup appearance, and Slovenia, which has NBA All-Star Luka Doncic. DeRosa says that if this team plays as one, they can surprise some people.
We just need to stay together and be a team. If we stay together and we fight as a team, I think we can beat anybody, honestly.
In the midst of all the fun of the scrimmage, it was also pointed out that this event took place on President Clark's birthday, and he received a jersey from the team. I asked him if the team ran into roster issues and they needed emergency players, if he'd consider throwing on a jersey and shoes and going out there.
You know, they'll try to pass me the ball, but I'd want to get the ball, but I have a feeling they won't actually pass it to me. So, yeah, I don't think my phone's going to ring.
Good luck to Cape Verde, and it's safe to say that they'll have a large number of fans globally and locally cheering them on in a historic season. And if you're wondering where Team USA ended up in the tournament, they're in Group C with New Zealand, Greece, and Jordan, with their schedule starting on August 26th. For Bridgewater Now, I'm John Locke.